Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
So, we want to talk about Benson, Arizona, where we just came from.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Well, Benson and Huachuca, where we spent a week in Huachuca City, Arizona, which is south of Benson and west of Tombstone. And we spent 2 weeks in Benson, which is north of Tombstone. Both of them are about 20 miles away from Tombstone.
Yeah.
Both real nice campgrounds. The one in Huachuca was a regular private campground that we had to pay actual money for. The one in Benson was a Thousand Trails campground, for which we've already paid an inordinate amount of money for.
Yeah. The one in Huachuca, though, that was like the best deal.
Oh, yeah.
When it was like
$99 for the week.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah, really.
You guys, for those of you that don't RV and go to parks, RVs, the normal that we've seen is around $250 for a week.
Yeah, and 200 is usually a good deal. $100 is a steal
really.
for full hookups,
Yes.
50 amp service.
Yep.
A nice place too, really. I mean, we were right up against a fence where there was wildlife
Yep.
and desert and all that stuff behind us, so it was a nice spot.
Yep.
I mean,
Quiet.
yeah, it was real
It
quiet.
was pitch black
yeah.
at night.
Yeah,
That was
it
a
was,
bit odd.
but you could see the stars really good. That was one nice thing about it.
You could.
So
But anyways, so we went into Tombstone.
yeah,
And I think we've talked off and on about Tombstone, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
yeah, Tombstone's great. We went over there. We did dinner at Big Nose Kate's a couple of times, and once at the Crystal Palace, and bought some goodies and
Christmas shopped.
Christmas
more.
shopping. Yeah, got some stuff there. Tombstone's all kinds of shops, just full of cool stuff, and it was
Yeah.
really hard not to spend way more money than what we did.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
But it was a good time. So we basically had 3 weeks right around Tombstone. We also went over to Saquaro National Park by Tucson, which is about 50 or so miles west of there. That was Thanksgiving Day. We did that.
Yeah.
And then we went into Tucson to eat at a Brazilian steakhouse, which was really good, but for $150, it bloody well better.
Wow.
Really,
Yeah, it was.
for two of us.
It was excessive on the price, but extremely good. If you guys haven't done a Brazilian barbecue or steakhouse, you should at some point. We expected it to be high, but not that
Yeah,
high.
I figured around $100 is what normally those are run, but yeah, with the tip it was $150.
Yeah, yeah. So,
That's crazy.
but you definitely have to check them out at some point. So, we also had the day before Thanksgiving, Thousand Trails there in Benson
Yeah.
did a dinner. So
Kind
they,
of a potluck.
yep, they provided the turkey and the potatoes, and everybody else brought something to it. So
Good feed. There's probably 30, 40 people in there, and all
Yeah.
kinds of food and stuff, and I stuffed myself full.
Yeah.
The only bad part about it was they ran out of gravy. When I went back to my second go around, it was like, no gravy! Ah! I got all this stuff that needs gravy.
yeah,
But it was good. It was really good.
it was good. There was a purple fruit salad that I was like, what the hell is this? It is so good. I have no clue. I want it though. So, oh well. Okay, sorry, the dogs are a little testy. It's been a long day of two days of traveling, so they're a little testy right now.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling since then. We actually went from Benson to El Paso. And
But we'll talk about El Paso on another video.
I don't know that there. Well, we'll see. I may do a short one on El Paso. We really
Yeah.
didn't do all that much or take pictures or video in El Paso. So I've got some pictures from El Paso, but no real video. So
Yeah.
And the park there was meh. It was all right. I mean, but it was right by the freeway. One of those big spaghetti loops of freeway was
Yes.
right there.
The great thing about El Paso
Big damn
was
city.
our friend
Yeah.
and her family. So that's at least worth talking about in that maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. So, okay. So, not talking about El Paso yet. I've got a list, people.
Just kind of updating you on where we are, how we got
Yes.
there. So now we're actually in Columbus, Texas, which is a good almost 700 miles away from El Paso. It's a big damn state, man.
It is.
We're kind of halfway between San Antonio and Houston. We'll talk more about this place once we get out, because we'll be spending a week here, and then we're going down south for 2 weeks, and we'll be spending another week here.
Yeah.
So we'll be back again, and we like this park. It's another Thousand Trails park, and I'm liking this one a lot so far.
Yep. So, the cactus park we went to.
Yeah, Saquaro National Park.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It had a lot of cactus.
She doesn't really like cactus that much. It's her sister's fault.
Amy ever gets around to watching these videos, she's gonna be like, "What?" Yeah. Girl, you remember all those cactus you threw at me? I still got the scars. I do. I do.
They're all in here.
Shut up. Anyways, okay. So it was interesting. Got some really great pictures because it was like very cloudy and overcast. So it was very dramatic.
Yeah.
And we know I'm all about the dramatic stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
She's all drama this one.
So in that aspect, not so bad.
Yeah.
But okay, in Bisbee, Arizona.
Bisbee was cool. I'd never been to Bisbee before, even though I lived in Tucson for a year and a half or so, and then up in Sedona for like 7 more, and somehow I missed Bisbee.
So when we were packing up from, was it in Sedona? We were telling the people next to us that we were heading towards Tombstone, and they're like, "Oh, you have to head to this place past Tombstone when you get a chance." And I didn't catch what they said. So when we were there, we were talking about something else to do other than Tombstone, because, we were there for 3 weeks. And it's like, what was it that couple said about going past Tombstone? Rick's like, "I think it's Bisbee. Why don't we check out Bisbee?" And I was like, "Have you ever been there?" He's like, "I can't remember." Well, we got to tell you, after being to Bisbee, he would have remembered being in Bisbee.
Yeah.
It is so freaking cool, you guys.
It's neat. You kind of come in over a hillside and you see all these old, cool houses and buildings built up on the side of the hills and kind of going into a valley. It's a mining town. It was an old mining town.
Yep.
And it's very historic. A lot of the original buildings still stand. The whole downtown is just old
Gorgeous.
and cool.
Yeah.
Just really neat little town. I mean, it's kind of like Jerome in Arizona was.
Yeah.
Only on a much bigger scale.
Yeah. They had musicians playing in a little park there in the city center that were really cool. We went in to eat, and so you know how when you go out to eat nowadays, most of us, we're on our phones and we're like scrolling through, and you'll look at tables and everybody there is scrolling through, and I turned around and I was like, okay, I put mine down and I was going to ignore it, and Rick finally paid attention, because normally it's vice versa. It's the other way, right? We all know. I'm more social, I admit it, and I'm on my phone a lot. I do admit it. But this restaurant, you guys, they had in the container that normally you see like the sugars in or whatever, they had old, what were those cards?
Trivial Pursuit cards.
Yes!
They had a short deck of Trivial Pursuit cards in a thing on the table, so that was.
So we sat there and we're like
yeah.
entertaining each other, asking questions and going through this stuff. And I was like afterwards thinking, oh my God, why doesn't every restaurant do this?
Keep her off her damn phone anyway.
Well, you too. In there, we were
You're
both
bad.
on it. I know.
Oh, yeah.
But
I only do it out of self-defense because then I'm bored.
I have ladies that depend on me a lot. Ladies, stick up for me, please, here. Okay. Anyway, so it was really nice. It turned into, a day trip to kind of like a date dinner, because all of a sudden we were spending one-on-one time enjoying each other's company and the questions we were asking and stuff. It was kind of cool. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
It was good food. I can't remember the name of the joint, but it was good
I
food.
took pictures of it. It's on our Facebook page.
Okay.
So you'll have to go check it out. It was
Okay, we had the phone ring in the middle of this, and
and then it turned out we lost part of it.
Yeah, we lost an entire clip. The last half of this whole thing was just totally gone. We talked about all kinds of stuff I've totally forgotten.
I know, so
I'll
I'm
try
like,
again.
we're like, okay, what did we talk about? Maybe this, and did we talk about, no, we got that, and so, you guys, we were hilarious in that clip.
It was the best ever.
Yes, it's all gone. All gone. So this is starting over.
Okay.
Well, not starting over.
Well,
jumping in.
This is part 2, take 2 of. Anyway. So okay.
Okay, so we've been in 3,000 Trails parks now.
Yep.
And we decided, because we had signed up on the camping pass,
which is like $600
for 1 year.
For a year.
For a year,
yeah.
Which works out pretty well. Yeah. The thing with it, you can only be in the system for 2 weeks, and then you have to be out a week before you could be back into the system.
Right, and like we were talking earlier, it's about $200 to $250 a week to pay for a private campground.
Yep.
Unless we're boondocking or something, which we haven't done yet, because I still got solar panels to put up and a whole bunch of other stuff before we can really boondock. So, what are we supposed to? And we can only stay 2 weeks at a time. With the upgrade,
we can go park to park.
We can go park to park to park, and we can stay up to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
In a park instead of 2, which is nice. We've got reservations at a park now for 3 weeks up close to, between Dallas and Waco. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll be at Whitney Lake, so our Dallas friends, watch for us. My siblings, Russell, Michelle, and Elizabeth, we're coming. We're gonna be there. So, but yeah, so it worked out. I mean, the cost, it was a big cost.
Yeah, it was basically the cost for the Elite Plus, or Elite Basic, I can't remember. It was like $7,000.
Yeah.
For a lifetime membership. You can pay that all in one whack, or they can finance it for you. Well, we financed it.
Because I don't have an extra $7,000. Sorry, I wish I did.
They did knock off $1,000.
Yeah.
As a special deal, so it was only $6,000.
Yeah.
And we put down like $600 for a down payment on that, and then finance the rest for 5 years, which comes out to around $137 a month.
Yep.
Plus the maintenance fee, which is basically the camping pass, which we also finance. That works out to about another $50 a month. So we're under $200.
Yeah,
under
a
200.
month.
Yeah, under $200 per month for rent.
That's it. So you guys, to give you a little insight, okay, our house in Emmett, Idaho, right? We have a great house in Emmett, Idaho, 1,400 square feet. Not huge, not small, but comfortable.
Yeah.
But we were paying actually less than a lot of people, and we were ecstatic when we came in at under $700 for our mortgage.
Yeah, about $650 for the mortgage. And
yeah.
We took out a second before we hit the road, borrowed some more money so we could do some upgrades to the RV and get some other stuff done and pay off some bills and kind of consolidate our credit cards. So
even then, $850 we figure covers the cost of what the home is, right? You guys were less than $200 a month on the road. That's it.
Which is nice because that saves money for gas, which this beast drinks like you would not believe.
Yeah, diesel cost cut into my Christmas spending.
Yeah, well, nice thing about Texas is the gas prices are a lot cheaper here. I think we paid like $2.70 something for gas yesterday. I had the gas up twice to get here because
it makes up for having to be in a huge ass state that takes 2 days to do 600, 700 miles. Because you don't want to do that in 1 day, trust me.
Yeah, where we're at now in Columbus, Texas, is something kind of between San Antonio and Houston.
Yep.
It's from El Paso, where we were yesterday. It was like 670 some miles to here. Mm-hmm. We left it at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. We got here this morning, this afternoon about 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. A little after, between 12 and 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I drove most all night. I drove till midnight with a couple of stops to eat and take a nap.
Yep.
And then we stopped at a Walmart. We did our first Walmart boondocking stop.
Yes.
Just outside of San Antonio.
Yes.
in town. I don't know what the name
I
was.
actually thought I would enjoy waking up and being able to get dressed and ready and wander over to Walmart in the morning. I really wasn't with it.
There was no coffee for her this morning.
There wasn't. You guys, I will admit my brain functions first thing in the morning are a little bit slower. Coffee helps jumpstart it. Just a bit. I can live without the coffee. I can wean myself off. Today was not the day I wanted to do that. Just saying. Okay? Anyways, we're kind of getting off track. Yeah, so it was our Christmas present to each other. So this is our big thing.
Yeah.
Doing the annual
upgraded membership.
Yep.
And now we can stay up to 3 weeks in a park, and we can go park to park to park. We don't have to have a week out of the system in between.
Yes.
So if we can wangle this just right to where we can go from 1,000 Trails Park to another, we'll never have to pay for a campground out of our pocket again.
Well, we're going to have to when we go to Florida, because we're going to stop in Louisiana and there's none.
But that's another neat thing about this upgraded membership is we got in another
deal
campground deal called Resort Parks International. They gave us a year membership with that.
Yeah.
Included with the plan. And that gives you access to a whole bunch more, maybe 150, 200 more RV parks throughout the country in places where there aren't 1,000 Trails parks.
Yeah.
Like New Orleans.
Yeah.
There's no 1,000 Trails parks at all in Louisiana. But there's a handful of RPI parks, and you only have to pay $10 a night for RPI.
There is no way that I am driving from Texas to Florida without stopping in New Orleans. So we had to figure something out because we knew we'd be paying, and it's not cheap necessarily because, well, you know,
gas.
New Orleans, well, gas too. But
yeah.
Gas.
Probably figure the RV park next to New Orleans, unless it's one of those oil fields RV parks, which I guess there's a few of those.
Yeah.
But those didn't sound like all that much fun.
Yeah. A lot of roughnecks. So that's okay.
So we've got access to basically it's 1,000 Trails, Encore, and RPI parks that we can stay in now for free or very little money for up to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
At a whack.
And it's saving us money.
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
And it really makes no sense not to do this if you're traveling where if you're staying in RV parks.
Yeah.
If you boondock a lot, maybe it's not as big a deal, but so far we haven't done much boondocking.
Because a lot of the areas that you would boondock, we don't necessarily have power and also having internet.
Well, and I'm working on that part. I've got solar panels in the basement here, and I've got everything I need to do to hook it up. I just need time.
They're taking up space that I could fill up.
They're also weight that's not going away, and there's only so much this thing's going to haul. But anyway,
my clothes are lightweight, I promise.
Not the amount you've got, they're not.
Anyways, around here we're gonna be better. We just want to say we know it's been a while since we did a video.
It's been too long since our last video, I know, and it's partly because we ended up doing so much stuff we were around Tombstone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And figured kind of one area, one video, right? Well, maybe we ought to just try and do more like a weekly video if we can of what we did for that week, even if it's a little shorter. This one's probably going to be long because I got a lot of footage from all around Tombstone.
Yeah.
And Saquaro National Park. I've got stills. I've got video. I've got.
Yeah.
This could be a long video. It's going to be longer if we don't shut up soon.
Yeah. I got notes still. Third time. Turns out this camera has a time limit.
I can only do 10-minute clips. I'm using my DSLR for this because the other camera we've been using before really doesn't have that great a resolution.
Yeah.
Isn't that great a picture, and it doesn't work as well with the GoPro videos. GoPro's a whole nother problem all by itself. It's got issues trying to...
He spends a lot of time cussing at GoPro.
Oh,
Kind of
man.
like reminiscent of our Hawaii trip and him cussing at Google.
So,
Anyways, so we want to finish up here.
yeah.
So-
And I guess the part where we lost it was our shout-outs.
Yes. So there were some people we met up with, and one of them was in Tombstone. Rick had the opportunity to meet up with an author that he enjoys. Not one of the dead ones. That's, when we hit New Orleans.
Obviously.
But
I don't get to meet Robert Heinlein.
no.
But I got to meet Mark Wandry and his lovely wife, Joy.
Yes.
Great folks. I friended them on Facebook a while back and kind of interacted with them and some others. There's probably a good half dozen or more authors I'm following on Facebook that I'm kind of queuing up their stuff to read, because just chatting with them on Facebook is a major hoot.
They are just as funny and outrageous as this one. So it saved him and me having to listen to his whole woe is me, all my favorite authors are dead. Thank you, Mark, and all of you author people that have, done the Facebook thing, because I was really sick of hearing that. I'm telling you.
And they're full-time RVers.
Yes,
like
they are.
They've got a fifth wheel, and they've done a lot of traveling here. So
Yeah.
it was good to meet them. We met up with them in Tombstone at Big Nose Kate's for dinner, and had a good time. And
Yep.
it was good.
It was very nice. And then the next part, when we were in El Paso. So we work for a company called Full Creative, and they have several different brands. I work for Answer Connect.
I'm Answer Force.
And we met up with our friend Manny, who is with Lex Reception. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She was.
Awesome.
She took us on a tour of the city. She gave us the history. Excuse me. After 3 tries, my voice is going out. Gave us history, current events, places, great photo areas. Places to take great pictures.
Yeah, there's a spot underneath the freeway in
Yeah.
a really sketchy part of town.
It was industrial. It wasn't that sketchy.
Yeah, but it was industrial. And
It's okay.
It was, it was kind of. If she hadn't said it wasn't a sketchy place, we would have thought, I want to be packing some heat here. But no, it was a night. All the columns that are holding up the freeway overpasses and everything are painted by local Hispanic artists, and they're really good stuff. It was. I took a bunch of pictures. It was really cool.
Yeah, he's gonna put some in like a slideshow or something so you can see, because it was gorgeous. Bringing in the cultural diversity, the history, along with the current. It just was awesome. It really, really was. So you'll have to check those out. El Paso is a beautiful, big city, but it's big, big, big.
Yeah.
It's bigger than I thought. Way bigger than I thought.
It's huge. Goes
But
on forever.
yes, the night before we left, Manny met us downtown. They had a big event going, basically all sorts of lights, food vendors, vendors with Chotsky type stuff.
Yeah.
And then dancers and music, and it was really gorgeous. It was gorgeous. She met us there with her family. Manny, you were awesome. You rock. Gorgeous.
Thanks,
and
Manny.
beautiful.
It was a
and
great time in
your
El Paso,
family.
where
Yes.
we probably wouldn't have gotten out of the park much at all if it hadn't been for you.
Yes. Probably not. So thank you so much.
Manny, thanks for El Paso. Mark and Joy, thanks for Tombstone. If anybody's looking for a really good science fiction author, Mark Wandry, check out any of his books. I don't care which ones. You'll love it. He's really good. Old classic style writer that reminds me of some of the old masters. And it's just, his writing style is terrific. I love it.
Okay.
So.
And while we're there talking about it, talk about me. Yeah, we gotta talk about me. If you guys are needing top service, one-on-one attention for your business and need help with your calls, give me a call. My name's Bridget Hostetler with Answer Connect.
No. Actually, if you want even better answering service at a better deal, call me from Answer Force. I'll make you a smoking hot deal.
If you're looking to cut costs and price is your thing, then sure, go with him. But you're going to pay for quality.
Yeah, there's our commercial. Okay, we did it.
Hey, I didn't bring up Piffany yet.
Oh.
Piffany also.
Yeah, another commercial.
And Savvy Fit's coming soon. So, you guys, we got stuff. So
we got to do something to keep on the road here. We got to sell some stuff. Whether it's answering service or clothes, we got to sell some stuff so we can keep doing this.
We do. And also, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. It'd be good if he could monetize that and he could have a side gig too.
That would be nice.
Yes,
I had to
there
give
you
up
go.
my Uber side gig.
Yes, he did.
Doing that state to state just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. So please like, share, subscribe. It helps us. If you have comments, we're pretty good, both of us, responding to people. Yeah. So definitely, we're here. And I think that's about it.
Hopefully, before we run out of time and have to redo it a fourth time.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so.
We don't want to do that. I think we missed the whole deer thing. Yeah. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well, we got to do a section on this anyway. We'll talk about the local deer here, population here later.
Okay. So, we will see you all later. Thank you.
Hasta la vista.
Bye.
Okay, this is us in Tombstone.
Hi.
Coming up on the gunfight at the OK Corral.
This bloody gunfight at the OK Corral was the climax of a bitter and often lawless struggle for political and economic control.
The actual site.
On one side were the local rangers and cowhands, mostly Southern Democrats, who had long controlled Arizona territory. More than 100 of these.
Before we get this show started, we have a few things we need to go over first. First things first. Anybody have any cell phones with them? Raise your hand. Saw your hand first, sir. Throw it up in the air for me. And make sure you turn them off, turn them on silent, do whatever you gotta do, folks. They make a lot of noise, they bother people. Those of you with small children, if the gunfire gets a little upsetting, there's a bench right outside the doors you can take them to. You'll still see the show just fine. Now, normally this would be an audience participation show, folks, but out of respect for the funeral eulogy taking place in the park today, we're gonna keep things a little quiet, a little more simmered down. So if you folks can bear with us for a little bit, we'll get the show started in about 45 minutes. Relax.
5 minutes.
What are we gonna do?
When the Earps get here, we let them have it, Bill.
We're not gonna kill him, right?
No, Billy, nothing like that. Calm down. We're just gonna head over the epitaph, put an angry card in the paper. A nice, pretty, fancy border for them. Of course we're gonna kill them. They deserve to pay for the way they've been treating us.
We can leave right now.
We'll leave when we're ready. Listen.
GoPro, start recording.
You boys been looking for a fight. Well, now you can have one. Up your hands, boys. We're here for your guns.
Oh, I don't want that!
I got one left for you on the day.
Place right, Frank. You're Daisy if you do! You know Daisy at all.
I see you moving, boy. Give me that gun.
Just let me die.
All right, Archie.
Well, that was it. Over before it ever started. Now, the books will say 30 shots fired in 30 seconds. However, I was not counting. Neither were you. 2 months after this gunfight happened, Virgil Earp was ambushed outside the Crystal Palace Saloon. 3 shotguns went off, but he still refused to die. Crippled up pretty bad, Virgil wandered the west until death caught up with him in Nevada in 1905. Not as lucky, Wyatt's brother Morgan. Morgan was shot in the back, killed playing a game of pool up at Campbell and Hatch's Billiards Hall right here on Allen Street. Morgan died at midnight, March 19, 1882. His brother Wyatt's birthday. Now in 1887, the year this whole town began to fall apart, after a lifetime of drinking, smoking, generally bad decisions, tuberculosis found yours truly up in Colorado. I do not care to talk about it. Wyatt, he was the last man standing out of all this. He'd spend the rest of his days traveling. Wyatt went from Idaho to Alaska to Jazz Age Hollywood looking for another tombstone and a chance to make things right. He never would find it. When he died in Los Angeles in 1929, just ahead of his 81st birthday, his last words, suppose Suppose. And that, folks, is our show. We hope you enjoy.
Now back in this ravine over here, they dug out $85 million worth of silver in just under a decade. You put that in today's dollar value, you're talking about $1.9 trillion. A lot of money, a lot of reason for folks to want to come here and get a piece of that pie, you know what I mean? Yeah, we had outlaws and bandits and criminals of all kinds. Then the real scum came to town. Bankers, lawyers, and politicians. Down on the main drag, Allen Street, they had over 100 saloons pumping whiskey 24 hours a day. Yeah, we miss those days. And at night, 2,500 ladies of the evening roam the streets. And their fans. Anyway, the story we're going to do for you today is called 10-Star Justice. About a miner that comes into town looking for their mule. Has a run-in with a couple of cowboys. Now, the term cowboy in those days, it did not have the romanticized imagery it has today. Matter of fact, in some places it was a derogatory term. It meant a scoundrel, a lowlife, or a thief. So, with that in mind, have y'all met the drunk marshal? He's going to need more encouragement than he's going to find in the bottom of that bottle. So, how about a big round of applause? What the heck is that? You got your own theme song?
I don't know, but it follows me wherever I go.
That's kind of weird. Why are you hanging out in the saloon? Ain't you supposed to be protecting the town?
I'm protecting the town.
How you figure that?
Saloon's part of the town, ain't it?
Okay, you got me on a technicality. Look at you, you're a mess. Your hands are all shaky. Look at your eyes.
What's wrong with my eyes?
They're all red bloodshot, ain't they, folks?
Yeah! Do you think they look bad from out there? You can see them in here.
I don't think anybody wants to do that. Hey, can you hit anything without this bottle in your hand?
Who do you want me to hit?
Well, no. The town folk? You're supposed to protect the town folk.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Not even tourist season yet.
That's true.
Anyway, y'all want to see some target practice?
Yeah!
Let's hear it!
Yeah!
Well, yeah, come here.
Hey, don't waste it. Hey, you're wasting it.
All right, now over here in that...
I'm okay.
Okay, over in that window is a red cup. See if you can shoot that red cup.
I don't know what he's been drinking, but I see 3 red cups in that way.
Aim for the one in the middle. Maybe hit all 3, right, folks?
Yeah!
Okay, that's a little low and to the right. And what the heck is wrong with the barrel?
Looks like a prostate problem to me. Hey, that's not funny. Hey, can a fellow move like a gunfighter?
Yeah, go ahead, try that. Okay.
Hey! I said hey!
Don't encourage that. Even his gun is drunk. What do you call that?
I call that my slow bullet.
Slow bullets. Hey! We had one job to do back there, pull the string. Fire.
Sorry.
Yeah, get away from me. You, get back in your office and get you a nice hot pot of coffee.
Irish coffee.
No. You had enough Irish for one day. Talk about good, strong cowboy coffee.
I don't like cowboy coffee.
What's wrong with cowboy coffee?
Tastes like crap.
Hey, you got kids in the audience.
Oh, so tastes like crappuccino.
All right, folks, he ain't much, but he's all you got. Big round of applause for Marshall Edgar.
Anybody here seen somebody wearing a red sachet?
Yeah.
Hey, which one of you is bingo?
Hear that? He just called you bingo.
Bingo, huh? Hold on. Is that funny, McMasters?
Not anymore.
You passed out.
Okay.
How can I help you? Mine, we're kind of busy. We got a bank rob. Now keep it down.
Ike over there at the Doki Doki Corral said you brought in a mule this
Now,
morning.
Miner, I brought in the mule. What of it?
Well, that was my mule, mister.
Hey, that was your mule, huh? Well, how do you figure that?
Well, I can describe her
I
for you.
reckon that's the only way, kid.
Yeah, she's a pretty little bay mare. About that tall. About that long. And when she walked by, she winked.
You kind of dirty, Miner.
Yeah, you too.
Now listen, this little mule of yours, your donkey, she happened to have herself an ear marking on her?
Oh, no.
No, she got a brand on the butt side.
Oh, no.
No, she weren't wearing a brand. I hope she weren't on open range.
Well, yeah, she goes out there and eats. That's
On
what she
open
does
range,
on
huh?
open
That's
range.
too bad. Well, there you have it. See, the townsfolk know a fella find a donkey yonder at open range. No ear marking or brand on its butt side. It could belong to anybody that found it, right?
No.
Right? Y'all pay attention. I might ask y'all another question. Well, Miner, I found her.
Oh, you found her?
Sure I did. Oh, you know we even brought her into town?
Woo-hoo! Let's go get her.
Yeah, we brought her into town and I sold her.
You sold her?
I sold his donkey. Yeah. Boo, you kid. Look, I got a pretty penny at the Okie Dokie Corral. Got myself a bottle of whiskey at the proceeds. Had enough left over for a Jefe to drink that bottle of mezcal tequila you've been wanting out of Mexicali.
Yeah, thanks for the drink, Miner.
Well, where's my manners, McMasters? Thanks for the drink. Get out of the donkey, old timer. Adios. You finish my bottle of chin. That's good. Boo! If he had a bill of sale that said it was his mule, well, we'd certainly sit here and talk about it all civilized for the townsfolk as witnesses. But you ain't got no bill of sale, so we ain't.
I got one of them bill of sales.
Oh, you do? Well, go back to your cave and get it, Dweller.
I know, it's not over there. I got it right here on my person. And it's got the MIN number and everything.
Okay, what's the MIN number?
A mule identification number.
Okay.
Might need that if you get pulled over.
So let's see your bill of sale. Check this out, McMasters. Come on now. You're saying about that bill of sale that it's all proper authorities. So let's take a gander at it. You do whatever you want on your last day of work, you know that, right? Hey, hold on a second. It's live here and I swallowed dirt. Hold on. Hey, bud, go get me a drink.
Here, you can have some of this.
That's a prop.
No, I just filled it up.
All right, hurry up. Let's get through this. Settle the dust in my... I'll settle the dust in my throat. Thank you. Oh.
Whiskey.
Oh, wait.
Oh, thank you. You can have some.
That's a bit, It's a bit dry, Miner.
Yeah, that's that mineral water from the mine.
Mineral water. That'll never catch on. Now, you're saying about the bill of sale. Is it signed by a proper authority?
Yeah, it's the feeder.
It's a
It says federal judge.
Federal judge, Judge Judy.
Judge Judy. Who ever heard of a lady judge? That'd be stupid, right? She ain't no lady, huh? Well, did you put your X on it?
Yes, I did.
Well, shoot.
My ex.
Yeah, reckon that may. What do you reckon about all this, McMasters?
Looks like a legal document.
Well, now, hoop-dee-ding, we've been outsmarted by a dang cave dweller out of Tombstone. Well, that don't happen every day. You ought to be proud. You've been outsmarted. He put a big OX on it, McMasters. Yep. Y'all should see this. He signed it right here. That ain't the first X I ever shot. Now it ain't worth the paper it's written on. Adios, Miner. You can finish my bottle. That's good.
Horse thief! Horse thief! Horse thief! Horse thief! Horse thief!
It wasn't a horse, it was a mule.
Yo!
Okay, I forgot we're in Arizona. We can't go around profiling anymore. Well, they're very sensitive. They frown on that profile. That makes me a mule thief. Well, no one's ever called me that one before, old timer. You call some fella a mule thief, you best have a gun to back it. You understand? I'm getting a gun, Miner.
I ain't got no gun.
Well, no gun. How do you survive out here without a gun?
I'm a miner. I survive on my looks.
That would stop a few folks. Listen, I can't kill them anyways right now. Too many witnesses, McMasters. Tell you what, I'm going to sell this on the street like a couple gentlemen on the street. The old-fashioned way, fisticuffs.
Ooh, the old-fashioned way. I'm good at this.
Give me a second here. I got to leather up here, all right? So, pugilism and such, all right? So here we go. All right, Minor, so, all right, sell it on the street.
Oh, did you say pugilism?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Come on.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Rock, paper, scissors, paper, cutters, rock. I win.
What happened? What was that?
Well, I normally pull rock out of my head, but you pulled rock out, so I pulled paper and covered your rock.
Scissors in your head. Come on, just throw the first punch, Minor.
Okay.
Come on, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, go back to your mama, you sissy coward. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand still so I can hit you. Yeah.
That's okay. Take your medicine. It's all right. He'll be fine, kid. Oh, that's got to hurt a little bit.
Boo!
It's okay. I'll be
Boo! Welcome to my gun show.
You and me, Minor. Come on.
Okay. You got it. You want more?
I want more. Now go get a gun.
I'll go get a gun.
You get a gun and I'll send you to Boot Hill.
I wouldn't mind a trip to Boot Hill.
Oh, you want to go to Boot Hill, huh?
Yeah, because when I get there, I'm going to dig me a couple of holes, plant me a couple of varmints, and spread some fertilizer.
Get a gun, Minor. Come on. What are you waiting for? I gotta fix it. It's okay. Don't. It's life here. Just keep going. You can't come out from the inside without. It still works.
I gotta go.
Shut up, this
No, I gotta go.
It's life.
I gotta go.
Hey, wrong door.
No, it's not.
Stage right. I think I scared the crappuccino out of him. Because the good guy wins, right? Yeah. Dakota the West, huh? A 5-star review on TripAdvisor. Yeah. TripAdvisor, old Tombstone.com. Okay. I got the okay corral, obviously. Get over there. Go. Yes, I'm going to throw. You're going to catch dramatically. Here. Okay.
I direct, okay.
But don't drop. Here's one. Be careful. Second one's a little.
I got it.
Okay, I gave him 2.
Cheater!
I'll give you 3, Marshall. You're on your way, Loud Dog. You're on your way to Boot Hill.
Bingo! That's for the Minor. That's for me. Drinking my tequila. Hey, good guy. Yeah. Yeah. Not again.
He's taking back shooter. Looks like we might both lose, Reese. Jack Reese, Marshall Baker. You and your 10-star justice. Me and my reputation. Adios, Law Dog.
Yeah, I guess I lied just a little bit about being out of bullets.
It's about time.
Hey!
Howdy! Howdy!
Howdy!
Jeremiah, I thought you were dead for sure.
Oh no, I always smell like this. I just got grazed, but I wasn't dumb enough to get up with all the bullets flying.
Well, that was pretty smart thinking. Good guys always win at Tombstone!
Well, I tell you what, this needs to be handled in an honorable way. So we're going to have an honorable duel. What? A duel. All right, 11. That's 2 of them, yeah. You two. Come here. Turn around back to back. Now. I'm going to count to 10, and you take 1 pace every time I count. And when I get to 10, you turn and you fire at will. Fire at will. Got it? All right. 1, 2, 3. am not cheating. What's he doing, Deputy Wilbur? He's taking advantage here. All right, get over here. Now we're going to do this the honorable way. One step each count. When I get to 10, fire at will. Got it? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Get back here. All right. You're cheating. You didn't pay off that far. You're cheating. I'm going to shoot this myself if y'all don't do it right. Okay. Now this is the last time. Folks going to go to jail. We're counting to 10. Turn at 10 and fire at will. You got it? I got it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What the hell? You shot that deputy! Will, get back up! How they're just firing each other?
Okay.
What's it got? Oh, we got the money. Let's go have some drinks in the store.
Here's Bisbee, Arizona. The historic old town part of it. Kind of missed the residential area because of GoPro malfunction.
And lots of swearing and cussing from Rick.
There was a bit of that, yeah.
Yep. So all of this, all the homes and businesses, they're kind of built on an incline on the hills here, which is really cool. Really, really kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
What we want you guys to see more than anything is when you get into the downtown district, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. Bisbee was founded in 1880. About all the facts I've got for right now.
You're so helpful, right?
This place looks pretty cool. The Inn at Castle Rocks. 2 nights for the price of 1 special. That could be nifty. And coming into the downtown business district area.
Bisbee Royale. Seriously cool looking buildings.
Yeah.
We have to figure out where we want to park and what parts to walk and probably go to lunch.
Yeah. Here's some good places to eat. Got some street bands playing. Passed a guy playing a banjo earlier. Looks like we got some drummers over on the left coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Room Restaurant.
Yeah.
This may be about where we came into it. Yep,
Yeah.
it is. A little pull out here, kind of give you an overview of the downtown area. It's a really neat little town. They really kind of packed them in here. light's not great, but we get what we get, I guess. It's a pretty cool little town.